The Navy became interested in marine mammals after World War II because of the desire to improve the performance of torpedoes. There wasn't a whole lot that was learned from that, but the thing that they did discover was that the animals are clever.
Down.
They'd be trained to work in the open ocean, untethered. They could do deep or repetitive dives, seemingly without getting any symptoms of things that human divers can encounter.
Welcome to San Diego, California, home and training grounds for some of the most unique members of America's all-volunteer force.
Trooper got his name because he got orphaned very, very early on when he was still nursing, and so all the folks here had to take up nursing responsibilities for him. We paired him with a group of similar age animals that were born here. And then we introduced one of our Vietnam vets, Toad, to him. Big Mom, been around for a period of time, and they all got in alignment with her.
Mike Roth has been with the U.S. Navy's Marine Mammal Program for 20 years.
They would follow her out, one at a time, out into the open ocean out there, boat follow a bit, and then come back in. She taught them all a lot about the things that we do here in the program, what they'll have to do.
Good boy.
The thing that's really cool about marine mammals is that what they do really, really well is look for stuff. They look for stuff in shallow water. They look for stuff in complex environments. They look for small stuff, right? Like fish swimming around.
Human divers enter any body of water with care. There are various risks and many limitations. Two more reasons supplementing human divers and underwater unmanned vehicles with marine mammals had appeal.
The Navy studied a broad range of these animals, looking for capabilities that could be applied to missions that were too difficult or dangerous for divers or couldn't be done by hardware.
Among the animals studied are some of the smaller whales. While they showed plenty of ability, their size made the logistics involved for care, feeding, and transport challenging. So today, the Navy focuses on dolphins and sea lions.
Good boy, Norton. Let's go.
From its start after World War II up through the end of the Cold War years, this program was classified. Still, some word of the Navy's use of marine mammals did get out, soon followed by misconceptions about what they were being trained to do.
There's never been a thrust in the program to use them offensively. They've never been trained to drown swimmers. They've never been trained to heal people. They've never been trained to place mines in the hulls of ships. We do a couple of things. We look for mines on the bottom and in the water column. We look for swimmers that are swimming around in places that they shouldn't be swimming, and we recover exercise and training mines. So there's no dissuading some people about these mysterious missions of the Navy's Marine Mammal Program.
So why use dolphins and sea lions? Well, no present technology can match their speed and ability in spotting suspicious underwater objects, like mines and unauthorized swimmers, two skills that could save lives.
When you say Navy Marine Mammal Program, a lot of people think of flipper. They don't think of the hole in the USS Cole. Now, I'm not saying that dolphins could have kept that from happening, because they hadn't have. But a well-placed lippet mine on the hull of a ship could do the same amount of damage, and dolphins can protect against that in some other environments, but that's not the way people think about marine mammals.
We dive into the details of all it takes to make what these marine mammals do possible.
And this is our breeding colony, where we've got about 15 adult females.
It's been almost 20 years since wild dolphins were caught for this program. Those veterans now help teach the younger generations.
We're very fortunate in our breeding colony in having such a large number of females, many with lots of experience at raising calves. And so we tend to team up mothers. Less experienced mothers get to spend time with more experienced mothers and learn.
About 40% of the Navy's dolphins were born here or in another captive environment, and the colony continues growing. After a nearly year-long pregnancy, 5 mothers will give birth this summer.
All of our training emphasizes positive reinforcement. So we're giving the animals different types of rewards when they do the right thing. Obviously that includes food, but also includes social attention from us, petting, games, toys, and even the opportunity to engage in other interesting behaviors like going out into the ocean hunting for mines and swimmers is a reward in and of itself.
Good girl.
One of the most important lessons every dolphin learns is this teaching activity.
This is a key one.
This is the key to our mobility work. This is by riding in the boats with us, the animals can be transported much more rapidly to the work site, but it's not a natural behavior for the animals. This is actually one of the most challenging things that we teach them. To be comfortable riding in the boats, also our transporter pools to live aboard ship.
Good girl. Very nice.
Another important activity makes the trainers the first line of defense when it comes to each dolphin's health.
And it looks like Rana's just petting Shasta, but really what she's doing is, with Shasta's cooperation, inspecting every square inch of her body. Even she'll look inside her mouth later. And that training is important. It helps Shasta participate in her own health care. And the trainers and handlers will be the ones to first notice even the slightest deviation from the animal's normal behavior. That allows the veterinarians to follow up and make sure there's not a larger issue.
And so we're constantly on the vigilance of making sure that these animals are in the best of health that they can possibly be. Because if they're not healthy, they're not going to work very well, or they're not going to work at all. And we don't want to put them under those kind of stressors.
And feed that fish right like that.
Oh, beautiful fish.
And there it goes. Well, you made short work of that one, sister.
Go on.
The level of care the Navy provides its marine mammals is what brought Dr. Eric Jensen here.
And have always thought and likened this program to really what the Mayo Clinic is to human medicine. The Navy's marine mammal program is to marine mammal medicine.
And the care given extends to a healthy diet. For the dolphins, it's around 12 pounds a day of an assortment of restaurant-quality fish.
We have folks that work with the veterinary program that travel all over the world and inspect fish production facilities to make sure that the fish that we're getting for the animals is wholesome, excellent quality, well taken care of, both as it's being caught and as it's being delivered to San Diego.
Among the program's medical staff is a team of veterinarians from the Army, which takes the lead in animal care for all the military services. And when any of the Navy's marine mammals are deployed, all the special care taken here goes on the road with them as a mobile unit, including some of the Army veterinary staff.
This provides us the capability to take whatever equipment we want wherever the animals go. So if we need to do ultrasound or radiology or anything like that, this is kind of our home away from home where we do all of our work.
Captain Castle explained there are also added requirements that come with deployments. Most importantly, maintaining a healthy, comfortable environment.
We use the seawater, so we'll actually pump water from outside of the ship, filter it through the sand and the chemicals to not necessarily purify it, but make it a little cleaner for them. So if we go around here, we can see this is like a big swimming pool for the dolphins. This water will be continuously drawn through the filtration system back into here so that we don't have to worry about fecal matter, those sorts of things affecting the animal's health. Most of us don't see our doctor on a daily basis. Most of us don't get blood work drawn on a monthly basis. All these things that we do to make sure that they are healthy, and that if they do have a problem, then we attend to it very quickly so that it doesn't get out of control.
The training, care, and feeding of marine mammals is a round-the-clock job. For now, they are the Navy's most rapid means of spotting suspicious man-made objects and swimmers. And they'll be part of the Navy's complement of security measures until devices are developed that can take their place.
The strategy of the Navy's marine mammal program is actually to not be in the marine mammal business, right? It is to maintain the capability until alternative hardware is in place, is fielded, and can do the job that the marine mammals do today. That is the long-term goal. That is the strategy of the Navy's marine mammal program. And that has always been the strategy.